How have you benefited from prayers?
For me personally, the benefits of prayer is vast. For me, without prayer, prayer is what I would say is how you go into God's presence, right? And that is something we have to do basically every day. For me personally, that is my connection to God. And whenever I pray, He always answers, right? Whatever the problem is, and you go to Him with it. Sometimes we want to tell Him how we want the issue to be addressed, how we want it to be fixed. But God knows what the best way is to do it. I remember once I had an issue and I was telling God how to fix it, how to deal with it, and how to answer it. And I was looking for the answer the way I was expecting it to be, and the answer came in such an unexpected way, right? That when I realized that it was the prayer was basically answered, the problem was solved without even knowing that the problem was solved, right? Because He did it the way He knows, the best way He knows how to do it, right? But when you pray, you actually go into the presence of God, right? And that's a way of communicating with Him. And in order to, you have to have a strong prayer life, right? You have to have a strong prayer life. You have to have a consistent prayer life, right? It's something that you have to discipline yourself with to do it, and you actually see the benefits of praying. When you actually pray and you leave it there, God answers your prayer. Trust me, I can tell you, He is going to answer it. It might not be answered the way you want it, but He is going to answer your prayer. He's not going to leave it. He's going to answer your prayers. We have had so many issues, whether it's for a healing, whether it's for, some form of miracle. I mean, God just answer your prayer. If I start to talk about the different and the various times how God came through for me, we wouldn't finish today, right? But I can encourage anyone, everyone, to get to know God, and the way you do that is by prayer, right? You talking. You don't have to. I don't know, people tend to think that if you're praying, you have to go down on your knee, clasp your hands and pray. I pray just talking to God like how I'm talking to you. The way you feel comfortable. As long as you go to Him, you worship Him, you give Him the glory, you give Him the honor, you ask Him for forgiveness because you might have committed a sin or say something that you shouldn't have. You pray for others and you pray for yourself. You humble yourself, you go to Him with a pure heart, a clean spirit, and you talk to Him. Prayer is talking to God. Sometimes we talk to other people when we should really be talking to God because they can't solve the problem. God is the only one who is going to be able to solve the problem, right? So talking to God, reinforcing consistently, screaming out, shouting out. You're driving in your car, you're talking to God just as if somebody is sitting in the front seat with you. God is sitting there with you. You talk to Him. You have a conversation with Him. And when you give it to Him, you leave it and allow Him to fix it the way He knows best. Because as I said before, we might be telling Him how to do it, and that's not the correct way, right? We have to allow Him to fix it the best way that He knows it is supposed to be done. But the benefits of prayer is long listing. God, you have to experience it. You have to discipline yourself to talk to God and allow Him to answer your prayer. And I am telling you, He will answer your prayers. Regardless of the situation, He is going to answer. It might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, it might not be as quick as how we want it to, but it is coming. So you have prayer goes along with faith. You pray, you have faith, you believe that it will be done, and it will be.
Thank you.